Hey, hi guys, it's Ugolela Mutamzo, also known as Gelawa Pazed, girl from Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you'll be notified that Gelawa Pazed I post a poka video. Thank you so much for more than 109,000 subscribers. Na totela sana. In this video, I just want to do a quick update about myself in my personal journey. And obviously, I have explained to you previously why I was a bit quiet on YouTube. And I'm also here to explain as well what is happening with regards to my silence on YouTube and what I have been doing on ground. And many of you have sent me messages and emails asking me about the adoption process, which I explained on a live stream on Facebook, but I also explained a few things that are going on, and I will also ask you to come in on board because we started this journey together. So basically, for those of you who may be on this platform for the first time or may have missed some of my videos and you're not aware what's going on, I am an aspiring candidate for Monali constituency. Why Monali? I was raised in Avondale, which is part of Monali constituency since 1983, when my dad was working for Zambia Airways as a pilot for many years. And then I moved to the UK in 2004, not with an intention of moving for many years, but just to go and study. And then I found myself settling there a little bit and trying to see how I can push files between there and Zambia. And obviously I have children as well. And there's a lot that has gone on for the past years of my life. But with regards to my political journey as a woman aspiring in Zambia, I must tell you it is a very, very challenging journey that I have faced, because you come across people that abuse you. They call you all sorts of names, even people that I have personally helped. They call you all sorts of names on social media and on WhatsApp forums. But for me, what I look at Zambian politics or African politics like is it's more like we've allowed a lot of mediocrity. We've allowed a lot of illiteracy, people who just want to come on board to insult people. And we've allowed people who basically have no stable income to be capitalizing on candidates. And these are the people who are always in the forefront. We are here to push things for this political party and that political party. And they will make sure they milk on all candidates. And to them, every candidate is a source of ATM. It's a cash machine. So if you're not careful and, you are aspiring wherever you are, whichever country you are in, just know that expect that people will use you as an ATM machine. It's not across Africa anywhere on that part. But for my journey, this week is an important week because ECZ, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, has opened up with the files, nomination fees, which we need to submit. We need to deposit this money in the Azanako account. And the money that I need to pay for my candidature is 13,500 kwacha, which is about 485 pounds. And for dollars, it's about $615. Now, the way it works is I have to deposit that money in the ECZ account, and then I'll obviously be given a receipt and get some forms, some papers, go with the people who are going to support me. I need to go with about 13 people who are voters, who have voters cards, NRCs, and then these are the people who will be screened to make sure that they are all from Monali constituency. And the reason why I've taken up this role, it's not because I want, to be in this big position. I want to work for the people of Zambia. Believe you me, the mediocrity going on in Zambia is pathetic. Let's talk about cadarism. When we talk about cadarism, it doesn't matter which camp, most people are violently attacking each other because you are not on their side, or they are not on your side, they don't support you, so they have to be violent. There's death threats that go on just for these political party positions. There's people that pay the voters and those on the structures money, and the reason why they pay the money is because they want to win favor. And then there's the issue of intimidation, where you're intimidated and they call you all sorts of names. They send you audios like, go back to the UK, you're not from Zambia, you're not a Zambian, you found us here suffering on our own. They say a lot of things, and to me, I blame the Zambians, who for many years, instead of being part of the political environment, those who are educated, they left it to just anybody. And if it was not for the ECZ, Electoral Commission of Zambia, coming up with the grade 12 GCE certification that, if you want to participate, you need that. Believe you me, many of the people that we've had in the past years are people who just simply had one certificate there in welding, one certificate in plumbing, one certificate in carpentry, and then they came and said, oh, this is equivalent to a GCE grade 12, and they were given those positions, and some of them have no manners, and some of them only have thuggery minds, some of them are just violent, and some of them would do anything at all costs to get the position. And now, in Lusaka, be it whatever political party that you can think of, I am the only female candidate standing. And when I say standing, most people have decided to go to the villages or the outskirts. And if a female is aspiring for MPship, maybe it's outside, but then most females who are aspiring within Lusaka are maybe aspiring for councillorship because they've been told you cannot be an MP. I received a phone call a few days ago when somebody said, oh, can you come and stand in Kawata as an aspiring councillor? And I said, no. Because when I hit the ground, I hit the ground in 6 wards of the constituency. And I didn't look at the fact that I was small, I was young. And by the way, there's this issue of you are still young. In the next 5 years, you can still stand and become an MP. No, I will fight, for this. Because I did not come all the way from England to waste my time, to waste my energy, to be pondered upon, to be bullied. They call it politics, I call it bullying. These people are literally bullying and saying all sorts of things, my personal life on social media, and you call it, it's part of politics. No, it's jealousy. There's so much jealousy going on whereby people feel, why should this young girl come from nowhere and she wants to aspire as an MP? I am a Zambian citizen that was born and raised in Zambia. And I even have an African accent. I still hold my Zambian passport. I have an NRC, I have a voter's card, and I made sure I was in Zambia to help mobilize for NRCs, those youths that didn't have NRCs. I made sure those youths that didn't have voter's cards or transport, I made sure I was there to encourage them, to boost them. And then you come and tell me I should go and stand as councillor. Go and stand as councillor. All I know is I am standing as member of parliament. Now, coming to you, my subscribers, you have been amazing. Amazing in that you have come on board to support my journey financially. You have encouraged me even before I saw myself as an aspiring member of parliament. You saw it. And most of you have said, look, we see you higher than member of parliament. Some of you have seen me as a president in the future. Some of you have seen me as somebody above an MP. And you have encouraged me continuously. Regardless of, what you've heard, the stories that people want to, put out there. And propaganda is what people really thrive on in Africa, in Zambian politics. They can make up stories of things you've never even said. They have a way of trying to destroy someone's character, forgetting the good works, forgetting the time you spent, forgetting the energy, forgetting the money you have spent. To them, they have to find an issue to destroy you. And I also want to talk about something that recently happened. I'm going to do a video for everyone. God blessed me with an amazing vehicle. And I did state that I was going to buy a car with my YouTube money, which I raised last year. And by God's grace, that car is now in Zambia. I'm very, very mobile. And you will hear people talk about, oh, your MP has no house. Your MP has no car. Your MP has no fixed a board. Your MP has so many silly things. At the end of the day, this is what gingers me to be stronger. This is what makes me realize I am not just Lillian Mutambo, but I am a threat. I am somebody that people are trying by all means. Even the time I was trying to apply for adoption, there was an issue I went through where I was being blocked. There's so many things that I've been through where I've seen me physically being blocked from doing certain things. But I told God, I said, God, you sent me to this place to work as a Zambian and to talk about real life issues, which I've never stopped. I've always kept on talking about those issues. Why then would people want to stop me when I want to stand for the people of Zambia? And then a voice told me within myself to say, look, don't let nobody put you down. Don't let anybody feel you are incapable of becoming what you wish to become. Don't let anybody put you down in a way that they want you to feel you've wasted months of coming to Zambia. You've wasted time. There's no place for you in Zambia. This place is only for Zambian people who are based here. This place is only for people who can corrupt officials. This place is for people who buy favor. Where I have come from and my profession, I don't know corruption. I don't know how it feels to go and pay someone and say, here's money, vote for me. No. All I came with was a message, a clean message. I am Lillian Mutambo. And when you choose me as an MP, we'll make sure we have free school education. I'll make sure we have better healthcare facilities and free medical. I'll make sure that we have a lot of employment opportunities, which I've already started, by the way. Some youths will be coming to the UK for the recruitment process that I had started. I'll share that in a video later once they arrive in the UK. And then skill centers, looking after the widows, looking after the elderly, orphans, looking at how we can best work according to my profession, which is social work. I've worked as a social worker in England. I've worked as a mental health practitioner in the UK. I've worked with the elderly. I've worked with homeless people. I've worked with refugees. I've worked with asylum seekers. So what then can stop me from working with people in Zambia? She's from the diaspora. She thinks she knows too much. No. Because whilst you are sat there thinking of how you're going to corrupt one person in order for you to survive, I'm thinking of how the people of Zambia can live better. And that has always been my goal. That has been my goal. Because I'm not in Zambia to steal anyone's job, but it is my right as a Zambian citizen. So I talked about myself being the last woman standing. I mean, when we talk about the elderly women, they are there, but I'm talking about somebody who's in her 30s. I'm the youngest aspiring MP in Lusaka and the only female that is aspiring in Lusaka. If you check on most political parties, you find it's men only. Why are women not aspiring? It's because of the same thing they call politics, but it's filled with character assassination and bullying, and then they call it politics. No, it's all jealousy. So my plea to you, my subscribers, is that by Sunday, I need to make sure that I apply by paying this money, 13,500 kwacha. So my plea to you is, if you can support me like you've continuously supported me, and then we'll carry on this journey and this process, because the 17th of May is the official filing in with ECZ. Once we file in, and then the campaigns begin. Yes, the campaigns can begin now from the 12th of May because Parliament will be dissolved. But then I have to make sure that that money is in the bank account of ECZ. And once the money is there, it's going to show that, you know, I am serious as a candidate. And then when the time comes on the 17th of May, I would be able to file in as a candidate for Monali constituency. I'm not backing down, and the reason why I'm not backing down is because I started this journey with a hope for the future, and with the way people have believed in me, it will be a disappointment if I ever backed down. And that's why no matter the obstacles I faced, I never stopped, I've never relented, and I'm confident that my name will appear on the ballot paper. I remember when most of you people were talking on my media, I said, why don't you do politics? Zambians are lucky they have somebody like you. I never thought in my entire life that I would aspire. But what makes me want to be in this position is when I see women that give birth on the floor, is when I see children not going to school, is when I see children not being properly clothed, is when I see orphans going through abuse, is when I see, I met a young child in China whose face was burnt, the whole face, because they have no electricity in that area of China called Venta. So the child's face is fully burnt. Probably the child was playing and it was nighttime and there was hot cooking or hot water and the child got burnt, and maybe the child was crawling. We don't know. But, it's those people, when I look at their cry and how they are saying, Honorable, we need you in Monali. Don't let us down. We want you to be our MP. You are the one that God has chosen for us. That is where my strength lies. Because these people did not say, you have come from abroad. You are not a Zambian. No. They looked at the work that I started doing, empowering people with eggs, sugar, rice. And they looked at how the youths, I was engaging with them through football activities, giving out footballs across Monali constituency. And you guys came through all the time. You have supported this journey. So the only way we will know the impact we have made on the ground is when we go to the ballot box and we see how people will vote. This is the beginning of a political journey. And on the 12th of August 2021, Zambians will decide if they want me to be their member of parliament. But I can tell you this, when it comes to popularity on ground, I am the strongest candidate. There's no dispute about that. But of course, others will come and say, this person is not popular, we don't know this person here and there, just because they just want to argue for argument's sake. But believe you me, I am very popular on ground. And even when the adoption elections for primaries were going on and I got those results which don't reflect the trueness of the grassroots, the people at the grassroots started calling. My number has never stopped ringing. They've called me all the time. What is happening? Why are they doing this? We don't know this other person. It's you we know on ground. And some people have gone to do their security checks and they found out that the same thing is what is being said on the ground. My popularity is not just with this particular party that I'm affiliated to, no. But my popularity is with the ground in general. Even people on the green camp are tired. People on the yellow, red, most camps, they are tired. And they feel something new, somebody fresh, a young lady can work for us and bring change. And I'm presenting to you myself as a vessel that is ready to work for the people of Monali constituency. And I will make sure I work hard. In the next 4 years, 5 years will be a bonus, the 5th year. But in the next 4 years, I want to be able to document and post my journey on this YouTube platform for you to see what I have been planning, for you to see the manifesto that I have, for you to see that it is possible to have somebody who thinks about the people. Most people are into this politics just to benefit themselves, because they know that it will boost their businesses. They know that once they are members of parliament, they can get so many contracts, they can do whatever dodgy deals, and that is why they are willing to pay officials as much money as they can. They can pay even 1 million kwacha in total to the officials, because they know that once they get there, they will dump them and then achieve their goals in the next 5 years. Then come back again and kneel down, and people will still accept them because they've been given 100 kwacha or 50 kwacha. Politics from a distance looks like, why are Zambians behaving like this? Why are these Africans behaving like this? So they couldn't see that this person they've chosen is like this. It's not like that. It's not until you're on ground. You look at how political parties, governments that are there that want to remain in power, what they do is they create an environment of hunger where people are frustrated and they have no choice but to go and beg to the same people who beg them for a vote. They go and beg for food, beg for opportunities, beg. And politicians will say, oh, and then when I give you this, then you won't vote for me. People don't know their rights, because majority of people involved in politics are people that they don't even educate for them to know that their vote is worth a value. And that's why things like free education, which I am advocating for, they don't even advocate for it, because they know that once these people get educated and they understand the dynamics of politics, and they understand that the vote that they gave is worth a value, then their plans of continuous working in government and not helping them will never be achieved. And I want to bring that difference, of somebody who has enjoyed a life in the diaspora, somebody who knows the benefits of free education, free dental, free pharmaceutical, medication for kids and myself, free a lot of things. And I would like to bring that to my country, Zambia. So your help, my subscribers, will change a lot of things. There's a lot going on in Zambia where cadarism is, it's there. They condemn it. But at the end of the day, it's continuous, because people love power. They want to be in power. Power is sweet. I have been a victim of people that I'm with being beaten up. I have been a victim of death threats. I have been a victim of so many threats of, if we see you in this area, we're going to do this and this and this. And it's happening within camps. Not far away, no, within camps. Because people feel, why should you take a job for our aspiring candidate? And some people will just hate you naturally. They just hate you. They just don't like you. Why? Because for me, I've never been a person that has gone to look for favor from anybody. Or can you support my candidature? Here's 100 kwacha. No. All I did was go to the ground and worked at the grassroots level. All I did was connect with the people. All I did was give them a manifesto to say, this is what I will do. And because of that manifesto is why people are crying. So for the sake of the people of Zambia, for the sake of the people of Africa, for the sake of us not letting them down, and for the sake of this face becoming one of the most influential women in Africa that will stand for the rights of people of Africa and Zambia, please support this work. I've therefore put in the description box below of the details that you need to send some money to, so that we can achieve this goal. Believe you me, once I become a member of parliament, there are so many opportunities that will come in. And I have this vision whereby you will be proud of me. And somebody sent me a message. Oh, what about your family? Can they help you? Somebody's in the diaspora. And this person said, oh, after all, when you get there, you only be helping your family. And I said, no. That's not me. If you want to see the work that I've been doing, no, none of my family has been involved. And for me, I am looking at myself as a servant for the people of Zambia. Why then should I go and get my family, say, here, get this job, get this job? Where was my family when I needed support? Where was my family when I needed money to file in? Where was my family when people were sending me support for egg empowerment, sugar empowerment, rice empowerment? Where were they? For as long as my family has never supported me in my journey, why should I then be looking at which family I'll help? No, that's not the way it works. The people that have helped your families will benefit, because tomorrow you will call me and say, oh, Lily, I have a niece who's just graduated. She's looking for a job. I'll say, send her to my office because of the help you rendered. And I'll look at their availability and the vacancies. There is no seed that goes in that is in vain. For as long as you are supporting this work, to me it's a work of God. As long as you're supporting this work, your seed will germinate. And the fruits that you will see is what people that work close to me, they are seeing. You know, the people who are coming to the UK for work, none of them is my family. It starts from within myself. Why haven't I started many years ago to say, let me take my family to school, let me take this and this and this? All families differ. We have different families. And for me, I feel more fulfilled when I help somebody outside. Because somebody outside, if they betray me, it's okay. But a family member to betray you is more painful. Because whether you like it or not, you will never get rid of that family member. But a person from outside, you can say, okay, the person betrayed me, God bless you, it happens. And then in another way, God opens another door. That's how it works. Now imagine somebody who's a family member, you do this, you do that. And in most cases, for me, what I would say is it's not even advisable to involve family, because when they see how you're respected, they'll begin to destroy your name. They'll begin to find ways of how to destroy you. I'll give you an example. I was going to a church in London with Pastor Alex Omokodo, and he was sharing with us how a certain man who was in Ireland or so, or Germany somewhere, they used to be together, hang around together, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. They were, chola boys, whatever you can call them. They were kadas, whatever you can call them, in the streets of Nigeria, in Onisha. And this man told him, Pastor Alex, I'm looking for an opportunity to work with you. And Pastor Alex said, look, I thought about it. And I said, no. If this man will see how people are respecting me, calling me Oga, oh, our daddy, this person will not value that, because he'll be remembering my past. So the best way I did was to offer him £2,000, say, go and start a business. So even family, I would rather I do that. Here's 500 kwacha. Here's 2,000. Here's 1,000, 5,000. Go and do a business. Than to bring family closer. Because the way I'm respected by people, that's not the way some family members value me. That's not the way they view me. When I started my YouTube channel, many of my family members were against my YouTube channel. What is this you're doing? But today, they are receiving phone calls from all over. What is happening to Gelo Wapazid? We're missing her. People are missing you on YouTube. And even them now, they started watching. You really talk this? And they say, yes, I do. I speak. Because that is what is in me. It cannot be erased. Reverend Chivesa Kaunda told me in 2002, he stated that, I see a woman here, a young lady who will have an impact in the nation of Zambia. And I was the only person who stood up and started praying. And another pastor came to tell me in 2012 that, I see you becoming the future president of Zambia. I said, me, I was not even interested in politics. I was busy talking about music, entertainment. But here we are today. I can't even eat. If I hear somebody is not doing well, I have to get up. Any little money I have, I share with the vulnerable people. And one thing that I've never really shared on this platform is the amount of funerals that we have in these areas. People have no transport. I have to support. People don't have food for the funeral. You have to support. And I cannot come on media and say there's a funeral, support. Because funerals, for me, they're more sacred and quite private. But There's a lot of support that I do beyond just empowering people. So for the love of the people of Zambia and Africa, please support my journey. I will see you on a live stream so that we can talk about more things that are happening in Zambia. Take care.